What's up, extraordinary people? I'm Daniel. So, Disney recently announced via Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson that they are currently working on a live-action version of Moana.
We are so excited and happy to announce that a live-action reimagining of Moana is in the works.
And my initial thought on this was the same thought that I assume everyone had, which is, why? Now, let me get two things out of the way. First, I love Moana. I saw Moana in theaters 5 times during its initial run and a 6th time during a re-release. So I've seen Moana more times in theaters than I've seen any other movie. That's how much I love Moana. Second, I don't really like many of these Disney live-action remakes. I think a few of them are really good, most are really mediocre, and a few of them are really bad. And in general, I don't like the idea of them either. I think they're lazy, forgettable cash grabs for the most part, and Disney should really just stop making them. That being said, remaking Moana in live action strikes me as a particularly bad idea. First of all, it's a contemporary film. It's not even a decade old yet. Is every new Disney animated movie going to get a live action version? Are we going to remake Encanto? Is every Disney animation just going to be released with 2 versions now, an animated version and a live action version? And why stop there? Let's make animated remakes of all the live action movies. Or let's make computer animated remakes of all the traditionally animated movies. Or we could make traditionally animated remakes of all the computer animated movies. Now that actually might be a good idea. I'm kidding and exaggerating, of course, but seriously, it does seem like Disney is getting lazier by the day with these remakes. And I know I'm not the first person to bring this up, but I seriously have to think that Dwayne Johnson somehow convinced Disney to do this. I absolutely believe that this remake was his idea. I mean, his dreams of starring in the DCEU as Black Adam are over since James Gunn is rebooting that whole franchise. He doesn't have any other big projects that I know of coming up. And while I'm sure he's a great guy personally, it is pretty well known at this point that he has a massive ego. I mean, he has a clause in his contract that says he can't lose any fight on screen, which is absolutely ridiculous, by the way, and is probably at least part of the reason why most of his movies are really boring. If your main character can't lose, then you can't have any tension or conflict. But the fact that he was the one to announce this remake and everything else I just mentioned just leads me to believe that this was probably his idea. And look, I like Dwayne Johnson. I think he's a great actor, he has a lot of charisma, but he needs to challenge himself as an actor and not just take these roles where he can be an action hero who never loses. And I love Disney, obviously, but they need to stop making these remakes and start investing the money into more original projects. And I'm not saying that Disney doesn't make any original projects. People who say that don't know what they're talking about. Disney makes plenty of original projects, but they need to stop spending money on these remakes and spend that money on creating even more original projects. At least, that's my opinion on this. Of course, I will suspend judgment on the movie itself until I see it, but I just can't imagine that remaking Moana is a good idea. Alright guys, what do you think about this situation? Do you think I'm right? Do you think I'm wrong? Whatever you think, let me know down in the comments. Thank you so much for watching this video, and remember that you're extraordinary. I love all of you so much. Bye.